we've all been there, sitting at the window wondering, when will it arrive? Is it today? Can I go out for my walk? What is happening? Or receiving emails that almost sound like ransoms. We have your parcel. Okay, when will I receive it?
So, welcome to the CheckoutScout Tent, and today in the tent we have Dora Birna from the fabulous parcelLab with a series of capabilities to improve the user journey post-purchase before the customer actually receives the product in their hand. So, welcome Dora, how are you?
Hi Aaron, thank you. I'm well. The sun is shining, so it's all good.
Nice to see summer's finally arriving.
Yeah.
So the first question, Dora, for me to give a flavour of who you are and your kind of like passion and your pathway into parcelLab and what you're doing, can you tell me a bit about your background and where you've come from?
Yeah, absolutely. So currently I'm the VP of Marketing and Growth at parcelLab. I'm Icelandic and British. I'm a marketer, a passionate yogi, a wife and a mother. I have over 16 years of leadership and international experience in building strong brands and delivering successful campaigns that drive growth and engagement. I've been blessed so far to work in various industries such as orthopedics, e-commerce, edtech, martech, meditech, anytech.
What are the main kind of challenges you're seeing in the market at the moment with your customers and what's happening with some of the challenges brought in with the lockdowns and so on at the moment?
As we all know, online sales boomed during the lockdown. And they're currently at an all-time high still. So some industries are seeing upwards of 150% increases. But throughout the pandemic and now, 77% of consumers are saying that they've bought more online and they intend to continue doing so, which I think is a massive opportunity and challenge. But for me, what we need to pull out of that is that customer expectations have so grossly increased. They're becoming way more demanding on the experience itself as well. So especially that post-sales part of the journey. Currently, there are only 17% of UK retailers that communicate with their customer post-sale. So for the rest, people are just being dropped into this void, leaving them confused and frustrated. And the brands are missing out on precious opportunities to be there for them, to get a little closer.
Improving that customer expectation post-purchase.
Absolutely. We've all been there, sitting at the window wondering, when will it arrive? Is it today? Can I go out for my walk? What is happening? Or receiving emails that almost sound like ransoms. We have your parcel. Okay, when will I receive it? So I think it's that customer expectation, personalization and adaptability. And I think one of the key other trends that we're seeing is that sustainability. After such a trialing year, we're becoming more community focused, thank God. And sustainability is, too, one of the most topical things. We want to be able to choose sustainable packaging, delivery processes, small carbon footprints, and people and consumers are willing to pay more for it as well.
Is that one of the outcomes of parcelLab, where you improve the rate of first-time delivery?
Actually, yes, we do. We tend to improve it slightly and support with all of that. Equally as well with the return processes. Our return processes are also more sustainable, paperless, and more efficient.
What does good look like for experience for companies who are using services like yours?
Yeah, so parcelLab will define ourselves in terms of we are in the operations experience sphere. And at parcelLab, our why is to connect people and brands. So we focus on amplifying each brand in the right way that they want to be amplified. And we leverage technology and real-time data to add joy to those mundane moments. So there's so much of shopping that's all about those personal relationships, the human connection. In a brick and mortar, you do get that. So there's time that we brought those chances to connect to online shopping as well. So when retailers and customers build strong connections, it's better for the brands. There's more opportunities to give people something extra, and it means happier customers that keep coming back.
And can you name some kind of specific vendors or e-commerce tech businesses that are doing really well at the moment in terms of experience delivery?
Yeah, I'm really impressed with kind of a Shopify Plus. What they're doing with their platform is really exciting. Now they're amplifying many of those smaller brand. Well, I shouldn't say smaller brand and retailers because there's massive ones that are using them now as well.
Gymshark.
Yeah, exactly. I think Klarna is doing really exciting things. So whether they want to be considered e-commerce tech or fintech, I still think it's impressive. And us, I think we're doing exciting things.
Fabulous. So looking ahead to 2021 and over the next 12 months, what techs do you think is what's the tech really to keep want to keep an eye out for?
I mean, excluding operations experience tech, clearly,
Yeah,
I would
excluding.
I would say real-time user engagement chat box are something with the demands of consumers and everyone expecting more and better experiences online. Plus, they're considered way funnier than humans, so there's definite potential there.
I always like it when someone tries to get the Google bot to talk to Alexa. It always comes out with a comedy answer. So
I know, it's ingenious, isn't it?
we're going into like a couple more light-hearted questions now. So we're going to drop 10 million pounds metaphorically into your bank account. It was 100 million last week, but someone complained it was way too much for initial MVP. So we're going to drop 10 million pounds into your bank account for you to launch an e-commerce business or tech. What would you start today?
Well, I'll be really cheeky and say that I wouldn't start any. I would convince the co-founders of parcelLab to allow me to invest a bit more in us. So
Not cheeky at all. That shows confidence. So that's good. And lastly, so when lockdown finishes and we're allowed back out again, then what's going to be the first bricks and mortar or retail high street presence you're going to visit?
Aveda. So I will go directly to my local Aveda shop because just like the UK Prime Minister, my hair desperately needs some love too.
Dora, it's been fascinating. Thank you very much. Some really interesting points there. So obviously that shift in consumer behavior and the massive growth coming through was really interesting to start with. And the way that you're kind of helping connect brands and the delivery of products with the consumer and kind of closing that final mile and keeping customers informed. I always think that after you've placed that order, you've got that first kind of high of, oh, I've kind of completed on the order, I'm now expecting it. Quite often when you don't hear anything till it drops on the doorstep, it's a bit of a letdown. So that was really interesting. And then lastly, obviously, getting the haircut ahead of Boris Johnson, I think was another highlight at the back end there. So Dora, thank you very much for your time. I wish you well.
Likewise. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time, Aaron, and for having me.
Thank you.